1960, a year carved deep into the soul of Africa. The winds of change swept across deserts, forests, and rivers, carrying with them a single truth. A continent once bound by chains now dares to speak for itself. From every corner of this vast land, the first voices of freedom rose, whispering, shouting, declaring, Africa will never be silent again. From the sun-scorched plains of Niger, a man stepped forward, Hamani Diori. Once a humble teacher, he now stood before his people as their first president. His words were like carefully woven cloth, stitched with dignity, patterned with dreams of unity. But independence is never without its trials. Even as Niger raised its new flag, shadows of foreign influence lingered. Diori's vision was clear. A nation built on education, agriculture, and self-reliance. The people believed in him, but history would test that belief. In Chad, the drums of change beat louder. Francois Tombalbaye emerged, a leader forged in the fires of tradition and conflict, passionate, unyielding, determined to shape his nation's destiny. But Chad was a land divided. The north and south pulled in different directions. Tribes clashed, old wounds refused to heal. Tombalbaye's rule began with hope, but soon the weight of leadership pressed heavily upon him. His policies sparked both admiration and anger, turning allies into rivals. The world watched as Chad's future trembled in the balance. In the heart of Africa, the Central African Republic celebrated its own dawn of freedom. At the center stood David Dacko, young, determined, and unshaken by doubt. His dream was simple yet profound, a stable nation built on unity and progress. But like many young leaders, powerful neighbors, colonial interest, and the ever hunger for control. Still, Dacko believed that if his people stood together, they could rise beyond the scars of their past. Across the river in Congo-Brazzaville, a unique leader took the stage, Fulbert Yulu. Once a priest, now a president, Yulu carried both faith and ambition in equal measure. He believed he could blend spirituality with politics, guiding his nation with a moral hand. But power is a heavy crown. Yulu's choices often blurred the line between service and self-interest, and as tensions grew, his leadership became a battleground of ideals. The people who once adored him began to question the path he had chosen. And then there was the Democratic Republic of Congo, a vast land rich with resources but torn apart by the ambitions of many. Its first president, Joseph Kasavubu, was a quiet, steady man, a voice of resistance and calm amid chaos. Independence came swiftly, but with it came turmoil. Foreign powers circled like vultures, while internal rivalries threatened to tear the nation apart. Beside Kasavubu stood another towering figure, Patrice Lumumba, a man of fiery passion and vision. Together, they tried to guide Congo through its storm, but storms are not easily tamed. As violence erupted, Kasavubu was forced to make decisions that would haunt his legacy and shape the destiny of his nation for decades to come. These men were more than leaders. They were voices of a continent reborn, each name a spark, each decision a ripple across time. Africa did not awaken in silence. It roared, it wept, it dreamed, and in 1960, the year of first voices, it began to remember itself.